Hey guys, welcome back to my channel and welcome back for another affordable video. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series so far. Of course, I will be sure to link the videos that I have done in the cards or the end screens or the description box, one of those. So today I am doing my top affordable leave-ins. Now I did up my cap just a little bit because I felt like there were a couple of things on this list that really did deserve to be in here. And I also feel like the things that are a little bit more up there on the price range, you can easily get coupons on and you can easily never have to pay full price for them, literally ever. So I capped myself off at $12 this time, just because I knew that there were a couple of things that I would have totally been remiss not to put in this video. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing my top affordable leave-in conditioners for natural hair, then just keep on watching. Let's talk about the things that are kind of at the top of my price range list. The first one I'm going to talk about is the newest one to me. I discovered this year and I have just absolutely been in love with it since I used it. This is the Carol's Daughter Goddess Strength Divine Strength Leave-In Cream for weak breakage prone hair. That's what she looks like. Now, if I remember right, this is not silicone free. No, this is not silicone free. But y'all, this stuff is so good. Listen, I feel like it's always good to have, you guys know I love a good inexpensive leave-in conditioner too, but I feel like there are some that are kind of worth the extra $2 that I put on this video, right? Because it's one of the things that you leave in your hair the longest. It's the thing that's going to kind of help to plump up and amp up your curls and your styling process, regardless of what you're doing, right? And so this one, I just absolutely love for the moisture that it gives my hair. And I do feel like this does amp up the elasticity in my hair as well. I felt like the entire collection amped up the elasticity in my hair. I do have a video on this product, so I will be sure to link it in the cards above. But this has such a nice, yummy, rich texture. You can kind of see here. It's a thicker leave-in conditioner. This is great for the natural that loves a thick leave-in cream. Even though this is thicker, it has really nice spread to it, especially when you have a decent amount of water in your hair. So this is one of those that, even though it is, I believe it's $11.99. So even though it's right there at the top of my price range, it's totally worth every penny. This mixes with a lot of things in my collection. This is just a really great leave-in conditioner to have, especially for the winter time. This one really showed up and showed out for me while it was cold outside. Even though I feel like personally for me, I tend to lose more of my moisture in the summer months. Summer tends to be my dry season just because of how my hair plays, with the humidity and everything. But this really does just seal in that moisture, especially during the winter time. So I absolutely love this. Even though this does have that glycerin in it, it has other ingredients in it that are going to really lock in the moisture that you apply. Works great with other gels. It's just a really great, I feel like a good staple leave-in to have. It's just so yummy. And then the other one that is at the top of my list, please excuse my dogs. I think somebody just came home. This is actually a fresh bottle because I just let my brother use my other bottle that I was working on. This is the Curls Blueberry Bliss Reparative Leave-In Conditioner. This is one of the few products from Curls that I have been rocking with since I started my natural hair journey. This is also $11.99. At least most places that I buy it, it runs $11.99. But this is amazing. I feel like pretty much for any hair type. This has really nice slip. It smells absolutely delicious. It leaves my hair with a nice moisturized, soft, supple base. It kind of starts to go ahead and kind of get those curls going. Whatever your curl pattern is, it just kind of starts to get everything working even before you add a styler to your hair. This is another one that also mixes with a lot of things in my collection. I actually haven't shown this a lot of love recently because y'all know I've fallen in love with other things. But this one is always one that when I run out, I go and I buy it again. One, because it's also super duper accessible. You can pretty much find this at, you know, CVS, Walgreens, Rite Aid. If you still have one in your area, you can get this at Target. I think they still sell this at Sally's. Curls is kind of up in the air with Sally's. Sometimes they have stuff on the Sally's site, sometimes they don't. But either way, like, this is easily accessible. I feel like the price is still affordable for it being $11.99, and it's always in areas where you can get a coupon. So I rarely ever pay full price for this, truthfully, but it has amazing slip. It has dope moisture. It's not quite as moisturizing as the Carol's Daughter, but the Carol's Daughter does have heavier ingredients in its formulation. This is just such a nice leave-in conditioner. It's one that I've been using for years, one that I often suggest to new naturals because I feel like it's just easy. Like, it's easy, it's there, you know, regardless of where you go, you can pretty much find it anywhere. So I'm a huge fan of this leave-in, and I had to throw it in this video. And then going down the list, I'm pretty much going from the top to the bottom of my price range. So I also have the As I Am leave-in conditioner. This is formulated with coconut, amla, beet sugar, green tea. There's apple, sugarcane, all sorts of really awesome ingredients in this. I recently started revisiting this leave-in. I started revisiting this last winter, and I've still been using it. It doesn't take a lot to get it through my hair at all. A lot of people are 50-50 with As I Am. And really, I think a lot of it is just because As I Am is high in vitamin C. I talk about vitamin C a lot on my channel, even though it's really great for your hair. It does constrict the hair strand, and it can cause your hair to feel sometimes tight or sometimes like you have some protein in it. So even though you may have a conditioner that's supposed to be like reparative and it doesn't have protein in it, you may see that there are a lot of extracts and ingredients that are rich in vitamin C, and that's where that reparative situation comes from. So I am a huge fan of this leave-in conditioner. It has dope slip. It has really nice, I would say, light moisture or buildable moisture. It's more of along of that texture of like a lot of my Shea scented leave-in conditioners. Because of that, I feel like this is a good one to have because you can really play with it in your routine. You can use it on its own with other products, but you can also use this, layer it with a nice like moisture cream, you know, light layers of each, and then add your styler of choice and go about your business. This is definitely, I would say, multifunctioning. You can use this to refresh your hair if you would like to. This has a lot of really good places in a hair care routine. And so when I was in school, this was one of the few leave-ins that I had all the time without any other additions to my collection because, one, my hair loves it, and two, it just works well in so many places in my routine. And I could often find this on a sale with a coupon or whatever. So this is another one that's also easily accessible. You can get this at Walmart, most drugstores, Target, the whole nine. So yeah, I absolutely love this leave-in conditioner. I highly suggest you guys try it out. Like I said, it's a little bit more up there, like in that $10 price range, but you can often find this cheaper than $10. And I mean, you can usually find a coupon too. So a lot of times I can walk out with paying like $7 or less for this leave-in. Okay, and I think the one that's next, just in closeness in terms of price range, I'm sure y'all knew I was going to talk about this. This is my Ren Pure Coconut Whipped Cream Leave-In Conditioner. Y'all, this is another one that I've been using for years, and I love it. This is another one of those lighter weight leave-in conditioners, but what I love about this one in particular and how it differs from like the As I Am is that this leave-in conditioner has a little bit of tack to it. You can kind of see just the texture of it in general. It kind of has those like those soft peaks. If you're a baker, you know what I mean. But this has a slight bit of tackiness to it. And I love that about this product because it makes it perfect to pair with styling creams if you want to do a cream only wash and go. If you are a new natural and maybe you're struggling with gels and you're gravitating towards creams, I highly suggest getting this one. Mainly because it has beautiful slip. You don't need a lot of it. I often find this still at like my Marshalls and TJ Maxx's. You can also get this on Amazon. I think it's a little bit more if you get it at Amazon. I still see this in Target from time to time. It's a little bit more expensive if you get it from there. I can usually get this around $6 at Marshalls and TJ Maxx when I do see it. This has beautiful slip. It glides through the hair like butter. This also sinks into the hair very well, but it's one of those products that's like penetrative, but you can still feel that it's there. You don't feel like you put it on your hair and it just disappeared. I put a lot of you guys onto this and you said you absolutely love it. But like I was saying previously, this is also really dope because it does have that slight bit of tack to it. And so it adds a little bit of hold without you even trying, which is also a really great thing to have, especially when you're experimenting. And if you like to do cream wash and goes, I highly suggest adding just a tiny little layer of a leave-in like this with a little bit of tack to it because it's going to add extra hold to your wash and go. So there was a time where I literally was only doing like cream wash and goes. I can't believe that. But there was a point in time where I was doing that. My hair was much shorter and so I could really pull it off. And this was the leave-in that I would use underneath it. And it always came through with my creams. So I highly suggest this. You can get this at such an affordable price point depending on where you find it. But like I said, you can still get it at like Amazon, and I think you can still find it at certain Targets too. It's just a little bit more, but it still falls within that $12 price range. So, right. So the first one I want to talk about is one that I still use often, but I feel like I don't give a lot of love. It also takes me forever to go through leave-in conditioner. So I have way too much leave-in conditioner and it takes me 1,000 years to go through it because I just don't apply a lot of product to my hair like that. This is the Bodyworks Coconut Shea leave-in conditioner. It says refresh and renew. This is an amazing leave-in conditioner for a dope price. This has awesome ingredients. There's some aloe, some coconut, jojoba, safflower. I love this because it still kind of falls in that realm, even though it's not really moving. It falls in the realm of being like that thinner consistency. I also feel like this does also have a little bit of tack to it. This makes my curls so glossy. I don't know exactly why. I don't know if it's the oils, but this makes my hair look absolutely beautifully glossy. This doesn't mix with as many things in my collection though. But this is another one that I also love to use underneath my cream stylers to add a little bit of extra hold and a little bit of extra shine. Some cream stylers don't always give you like tons of shine. You would think they would, but some of them don't. And I feel like this really gives you that glossy, just super soft, supple finish. It makes your hair super moisturized and just pliable and just lush. I just love the way my hair looks when I have this leave-in conditioner in it. This is a really great leave-in to have in your arsenal, especially if you're a new natural. I feel like every new natural needs to try a coconut shea leave-in because it's dope. It's a staple. This is another one that I feel like I always have in my hair care routine. No matter what I have going on, I always have a bottle of this somewhere. Like, even if I end up giving one to my brother, I always have another one just chilling somewhere. I don't know. I feel like this is why I also don't always talk about it a lot, because this is another one that my brother steals from me. Even now that his hair is cut short, he still steals my hair products. So, I mean, I don't blame him. If I had a dope big sister with a Sally Beauty in her room, I would steal her products too. Like, I don't blame him. And my other one from Bodyworks, I'm sure y'all already knew this was going to be in here. It is the Almond Marshmallow Therapy Leave-In Conditioner. I absolutely love this one. Now, everyone isn't gonna love this because obviously everyone doesn't love spray leave-ins. I really like this because I feel like it's a spray leave-in with some oomph to it, you know? I feel like this is really good to have. Like, let's say you love you some Unicurl and you love that aloe curl spray. This is aloe curl spray on a budget. This has great slip. It pairs perfectly with the hydration serum that I showed you guys in my styler video. This, I just love it so much, and it pairs with almost every single thing in my collection, which is just awesome for me. That's the beauty of a lot of spray leave-in conditioners. I feel like I have a lot less hiccup with my spray leave-in conditioners. I find a lot of them tend to work with a lot of different things. So if you have super fine hair and you're trying to use like those heavier gels on the market that you get from the drugstore, even though I didn't feature those in my video because I feel like we talk about those enough. Like, we all know Eco Styler and Wetline, if you're trying to find something cheap, they're there. But this mixes really well with those, especially if you're one of those naturals who wants to use a stronger hold gel for the holding capabilities, but you still want body. I'm one of those naturals. I have fine strands, and even though I want my hold, I still want my hair to have body. And using this in conjunction with the hydration serum really gets my curls plump. It just gets them going. Every now and then I'll use it on its own, and I still get really great results from it. My hair is still nice and soft and moisturized. This is also a great detangler. So the Almond Marshmallow collection in general is just dope. I feel like it's also a good one to have if you struggle with your elasticity, especially for those of you who, you know, are transitioning. This is a good one to put in your routine too if you need like a light layer of something under a cream or, you know, things like that, just to kind of get a twist out or something going. This is going to help give you a little bit of that elasticity boost because it is a reparative leave-in conditioner. So yeah, even Bodyworks makes great leave-in conditioners. I love both of these. I highly suggest them. This is one that you guys have seen me talk about a lot. This as well as other ones in the collection, and that is my Garnier Whole Blends Smoothing Leave-In Conditioner. Now, I'm showing this one because it's the one I have, even though I do have a maple one that I like never open because, like I said, it takes me forever to get through leave-in conditioner. But I also really like the Legendary Olive one. That one is dope. I think they still have that, but I think the packaging is a little bit smaller. And I also love the Curl Nourish Buttercream from the Fructis range. That one is really good too. Just makes your curls super plush and soft. This is another one that I feel like has a tad bit of styling properties to it, which y'all know I'm a fan of. This is just so moisturizing. If you haven't tried any of the leave-in conditioners from Garnier, I highly suggest it. Now, do make sure you check the ingredients. Some of these have cones, some of them don't. This one in particular does have cones. I believe the Curl Nourish Buttercream doesn't, and I believe the Legendary Olive doesn't. But this one and the maple one do. I love the way this makes my curls feel. I use this with a multitude of different products. This is one of those that I like to do, like that whole inexpensive leave-in, more expensive styler. So oftentimes I've used this with, like, back then when I wasn't, you know, privy to all the things that are happening with Mielle. I used to use this with my Mielle products. I use this with a lot of my main choice gels as well, especially the biotin infused styling gel. Love it with that. This is just a really nice universal leave-in conditioner. It makes my hair feel really good. It makes my hair feel soft, supple. These are easy to find too. You can get these in pretty much every drugstore you can think of, Walmart, Target. You can find these easily online. And a lot of times at Target too, they have like those cartwheel deals, so you can, you know, like spend $20 on hair products and get a $5 gift card or something. There's always something. So I love this leave-in conditioner. The Garnier leave-ins are honestly some of my favorites from, you know, their entire brand in general. I feel like Garnier really hit it out of the park when it came to developing leave-in conditioners for some reason. These are really great to have on a budget. I'm just saying, my college folks out there, great to have. Great to have. You never know when one of these whole blends is gonna come in handy. I actually have two from KeraCare. So one of these I feel like can technically be considered a styler, but for me it's way too moisturizing to style anything. So the first one I'm going to talk about, actually I have the wrong thing here. It doesn't matter. I'll hold up the wrong product, but just know I'm talking about a different product. So the first one that I have that is the correct product is the Curlessence by KeraCare Moisturizing Curl Activator with Jamaican black castor oil and coconut. And all of these are focused on type 3 to 4 textured hair. So I really enjoy this curl activator. My brother also really enjoys this curl activator. I want to say this is like $4.99 or $5 at Sally Beauty. You can only find, well, I think now you can get these at Target too. Now that I remember, I think they started putting these on the Target website. I don't know if they're in store though. But my brother also really loves this. This is definitely a curl activator. It gets the curls going, like it gets them going. She is definitely on the thicker side, but it smooths through really well as long as you have water in your hair. This is actually a brand new bottle because I just got this for him. He asked if I could get him one. So a lot of times we end up sharing this. I love the smell of the Curlessence products. It has this really yummy, sweet coconut scent. This is super duper thick, but when I tell you the moisture is amazing, and I feel like this is great to use as a leave-in conditioner, especially if you really struggle with dry hair. This is really going to get your curls moisturized. It's softening, it's curl plumping, it just feels so good. So a lot of times I will just really get my hair nice and wet and I will add some of this and then go in with like the jelly from the Curlessence collection, which is super duper softening. So I don't use it too often because especially in like this weather, it's too much. My hair gets over moisturized. But this is a really nice one to have. You can always find a deal on KeraCare Curlessence. Like it just always, you can always find a deal. A lot of times Sally's will do like 4 for $20s. I've seen discounts on them where they all equal it out to like $3 a piece. Like there's always a deal on these, always. Other one that I wanted to talk about, but I picked up the wrong thing. That's the only thing. All these look the same. But I meant to show you guys the leave-in from the Curlessence collection. It also has Jamaican black castor oil and coconut oil. I actually recently just picked this up. This is the moisturizing cream. I can't give you guys an opinion because I haven't used it yet. Like I still have the seal on it. But I got that because I wanted to see if my brother would like that too. And of course I'm going to try it. But the leave-in from that collection, it almost like is kind of stringy. Kind of like how some products with like okra can have that like stringiness to them. It's kind of stringy, but when I tell y'all the slip, oh my god. The slip on that leave-in is like absolutely positively beyond insane. The slip is ridiculous. It's dumb, it's crazy, it's stupid, it's just insane. Like I love the slip on that leave-in and it is so incredibly moisturizing. That leave-in conditioner is so moisturizing to the point where you're like, did I put a leave-in or a cream in my hair? It has a beautiful texture, it has amazing slip, it glides through your hair like butter, and there's just something about that leave-in conditioner that just, it makes my hair so moisturized and my hair looks darker. Like my hair will look jet black when I use those products because it is so moisturizing. I absolutely love that leave-in conditioner so much. So even though I don't have it here, that's what I meant to talk about. And so the last one that I have is one that I don't use often because it is mad moisturizing. And that is one that y'all, the last one that I had to talk about is the Cream of Nature Coconut Milk Curl Repair Leave-In. It locks in moisture for dry, damaged, coarse hair. Y'all, this stuff is yummy, yummy, yummy. You can see I've been digging into it. This is another great one to have in the winter time. I feel like for me, I can really only get away with using this in the winter time. I feel the same way about this moisturizing curl activator as well. This one is so incredibly moisturizing to the point where sometimes my hair can get over moisturized. It looks like a super duper thick cream, but it glides through the hair like butter. It softens the hair. It kind of gives you that like velvety situation that I often talk about. For some reason, this really brings out the S pattern that a lot of my curls do have. I have a lot of tight corkscrews, but I also have some S waves in there too. Y'all can kind of see they're kind of popping out right now. But this really brings that out in my hair. This is so moisturizing. Because it's a little bit thicker, it can be a little difficult to mix with other gels sometimes, but just play around with what you have and see what works. I like to use this with my Ren Pure curling jelly. This is so good, y'all. Like, it is delicious. Like, literally the way that this works in your hair, like, the only word I can think of is delicious. And it also smells delicious. I really like this collection. I also have the cream, which I do use from time to time for cream only wash and goes, and it comes out really nice as well. I've used this by itself underneath the mousse in this collection, and it's also really nice. It just makes your hair feel so good, and I feel like whenever I have this in my hair, it'll look good the first day, but as the days go on, my hair just looks better and better for some reason. I don't know why. And this is one of those products where I kind of like feel sad washing it out of my hair because the wash and go just gets better and better over time. So yeah, that is the Cream of Nature Coconut Milk Curl Repair Leave-In. This is another good one for my gals that like thick products because it definitely has that thicker texture, but it really does soak into the strands well. So highly suggest this. It's not one that I use often because she's super duper moisturizing. But man, if you have dry hair, like, you gotta try this. Okay guys, sorry I feel like I was a little all over the place. I got a lot going on at home right now. But yeah, that is my top affordable leave-in conditioners. I wanted to give you guys more options for leave-ins just because I feel like a lot of times leave-in conditioners can kind of be the crux of like a really good wash and go, even though I genuinely believe that having a good wash and go, braid out, twist out, or whatever starts when you wash your hair. So you're shampooing and you're deep conditioning and all that stuff. I feel like that really starts there, but a good leave-in can really make or break your hair depending on how long you want it to last or what kind of look you're going for. And I feel like all of these fit into that category of must tries. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, I will see you tomorrow for my last video. We're gonna do a Not Your Mother's wash and go. It's gonna be my first go with Not Your Mother's. So I'm gonna cross my fingers and hope that this affordable wash and go is also a banger. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.